Welcome there, thinkers. It's me, Quizmaster Jack, here on Thinking Game Trivia, playing through Buzzword. It's 2025, week 37. We got 6 of these left this year. Target scores to beat. It's doing the bug thing, so I'm not exactly sure. I think it's either 106 or 104 I'm trying to beat in pop culture. So let's just get the score, and then we'll see. We'll just see.
A meme drawn from this TV franchise alters its quote, "Why don't you have a piece of bread and maybe you'll calm down?" A vine edited from this franchise distorts a woman yelling, "That's my opinion." A cat in a meme.
It's gotta be Real Housewives. Is that what you're just gonna take? Makes sense. It's the woman pointing at the cat, the woman fighting, and it's the cat, like, over a salad. A classic meme. I have to assume the cat wasn't in the actual episode. I have to assume that. But who knows? I've never watched a single second of Real Housewives. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just speaking truths. I'm sure it's a fine show.
The space-time warping girl Paige picks up collectible examples of this art form in a 2024 puzzle game. The 2010 game Heavy Rain centers on a serial killer named for this art form.
It's origami. This is the origami killer. Press X to Jason. Jason isn't, spoilers, Jason isn't gotten by the origami killer. A very famous opening sequence of Heavy Rain. But yeah, it's the origami killer. Forget what, it's been a while since I've played Heavy Rain. I can't even say that. It's been a while since I've interacted with any piece of media from Heavy Rain. It's a serial killer. I think he goes after parents he thinks are not being good parents. It's like a horse or something, some sort of four-legged animal of origami at the sight of his victims. Really, what I want you to take away from this is press X to Jason, a classic meme.
This man sang about last December when we just shared a bed in a hit from I Barely Know Her. His biggest hit says he does not want to enter the title state for a new person all over again. Back to Friends and Undressed are by, for 10 points, what man whose stage name includes his initials, SMB?
SMB. I have no idea. Nope, never heard of never heard of that person.
The Egyptian villain Ehtar becomes this character at the end of a 1985 film by Barry Levinson. This villain kills Alan Quatermain in the film version of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Guy Ritchie cast Jared Harris.
It's Moriarty. Moriarty. The Napoleon of crime. Andrew Scott, I'm sure getting mentioned. Because Jared Harris was Moriarty in the Robert Downey Jr. version of Sherlock Holmes. And then Andrew Scott was Moriarty for Sherlock. And those are probably the two most well-known recent people who have played Moriarty. I can't really think of any other depictions of Moriarty. They must be in elementary. I don't even know what gender they are. If they're in elementary, that one with Lucy Liu in it, I don't know. They may have gender flipped Moriarty in that one. I have a vague recollection that they did. I'm just going off the dome here. I actually don't know.
This performer played the public defender Carrie Walsh, who proposes to Tina on the L Word Generation Q. She threw koosh balls into the audience on her 90s talk show. In 2007, Whoopi Goldberg replaced her as moderator of The View. For 10 points, name this comedian often attacked by Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell had a koosh ball that she would launch into the audience of her show. I forgot that she had a talk show. I forgot she was on The View. So many things I forgot about Rosie O'Donnell. A great part of A League of Their Own. I'll say that. Multi-word answer.
The first brand of this food was marketed by Sarah Hamuda's Fix Dessert Company as "Can't Get Kunefa of It," and used Kadayif fragments. Tahini, phyllo dough strings.
Okay, so this is Dubai chocolate. Yeah, it's gotta be that. Got it exactly right. Exactly what they wanted. Yeah, I think it looks weird. I'm gonna say, I'm sure like it tastes good, but it does look like you're eating sticks in chocolate. Maybe that's part of the appeal. Food trends. They just happen.
Robin Thicke co-wrote this album's track, Can You Handle It? The
Album
re-release of
again.
this album included the Alicia
Great
Keys duet,
release.
My Boo. Its lead single, Set Up in the Club with My Homies, features Ludacris and Lil Jon. For 10 points, what 2004 Usher album includes Yeah and a song partly titled Part 2?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna hope that it's called Confessions because I know he did Confessions Part 1 and Part 2, so I'm hoping that'll come through for me. And then Weird Al did Confessions Part 3, not canon, near as I can tell, but saved on an album there by giving an Usher song that I know. I didn't even know that was an album.
A 1960s comics arc known as this villain's trilogy includes the issue If This Be Doomsday. This villain, who began life as a space explorer named Galen of Ta, spared the homeworld of Norrin Rad.
I think this is the Silver Surfer? I think Norrin Rad was the Silver Surfer. Oh, Galactus. I was so close. Okay. Yep. Silver Surfer adjacent. Silver Surfer is necessary a villain. I should have picked up on that.
This character addresses a rabbi as Your Honor after seeing Jesus on a nacho in a season 9 episode released in 2022 on Paramount Plus. When not working at Burger World, he usually
Burger
wears
World.
a blue Metallica t-shirt. The Great Cornholio is an alter ego.
So Beavis. Yeah, Beavis. Butthead wears a black shirt. Also, Beavis is the Great Cornholio. A devious question, I say, from Buzzword. All right, last question.
A protagonist played by this actor is beaten by a Russian mobster nicknamed Mikrob after finding a key in fake cat poop. This star of Darren Aronofsky's Caught Stealing played a singer exploited by Colonel Tom Parker in a
It's Austin Butler. All right. Well, 104 on the dot. I'm not sure that increases my score or not, but I got 104 on the dot. Yeah, Caught Stealing, Austin Butler. Austin Butler is also Elvis. Also one of the weird guys in Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Yeah, I'll take it. Norrin Rad. I thought Norrin Rad was the Silver Surfer, but the other clues didn't fit for Silver Surfer, so I should have picked up on that and said Galactus, but I didn't. So a solid 104 in week 37. Sports now, and we're still in the 88-90 range. I feel like I haven't been doing great in sports lately.
While on the Tigers, this Tampa native hit the first home run at Tropicana Field. He hit 57 home runs, behind only Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds, in a season ending with his walk-off hit off Mariano Rivera. For 10 points, what outfielder's single won the 2001 World Series?
It's Luis Gonzalez? I think it was Luis Gonzalez. It was Luis Gonzalez. It was a memorable World Series for a lot of reasons.
This man was the captain of the team that finished last in the Four Nations face-off. He was the first Finnish-born captain of a team that won the Stanley Cup. The last two Frank Selke trophies for defense by a forward have gone to, for 10 points, what all-time points leader for the Florida Panthers?
Okay, who's a Florida Panther with a Finnish name? I only know Tkachuk. But they are not Finnish. Yeah. I was never going to get to Barkov. Yep, that's just the name I don't know.
This word is followed by sprint rowing in the name of an event that will debut at the 2028 LA Olympics. This is the second word in the name of an LA suburb whose marine stadium will host rowing at the 2028 Olympics. For 10 points, what word names a type of Olympic volleyball played on?
Okay. There was no way into that question for me until they talked about volleyball. just like Malibu Beach. Must be the venue for rowing. Yeah, I don't know.
A school from this state starred 7-footer Bob Kurland when it won the 1945 and 1946 NCAA basketball titles under coach Hank Iba. Danny Manning's Kansas won the 1988 NCAA title over a school from this state that starred Mookie Blaylock. For 10
Where's
points,
Mookie Blaylock
what
from?
state is home to the Cowboys and Sooners?
Giveaways are giveaways. I got a basketball question, a college basketball question, because it's Cowboys and Sooners. I was wondering if it might have been like Washington, because what was it? Pearl Jam was originally called Mookie Blaylock, I think, but I think they knew his name from when he was a professional. So I think Mookie Blaylock was on the Seattle Supersonics.
Like David Carr, this quarterback was sacked 68 times in his rookie season. With a win in the season finale over Green Bay, this man avoided tying Troy Aikman's record for consecutive losses by a quarterback taken with the first pick. For 10 points, what 2022 Heisman Trophy winner leads the Bears?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what time period we were in, so I was just hesitating, and it was Caleb Williams the whole time.
At a 2025 U.S. Championship in Wichita, this woman narrowly lost gold to Amber Glenn. Despite retiring after the 2022 Olympics, this woman returned to competition and beat Kaori Sakamoto to claim an international title. For 10 points, what American won the 2025 World Figure Skating Championships?
If you asked me this when it happened, I would have known. Because I think I watched it with my girlfriend, but I really don't remember. Yeah, Melissa Liu. Yep. Yeah, that was buried deep. That was buried deep in there somewhere. Wasn't gonna get it.
This sport was removed from the 1912 Summer Olympics because it was banned in Sweden. In 2016, this became the final Summer Olympic sport to add women's events, resulting in medals for Katie Taylor and Clarissa Shields.
They wouldn't let women pole vault for a long time. Boxing makes sense also. Yeah, Sweden wouldn't ban pole vaulting. No pole vaulting here. No pole vaulting here. No, in Sweden, we do not allow people trying to get high on long sticks. Not to our liking. Yeah, boxing makes a lot more sense as being banned in an entire country. Although there was a thing that was the Helsinki Olympics. Like, all of the equestrian events for the Helsinki Olympics were actually done in Australia, I think. Or it's the other way around, because they didn't want to bring in foreign horses to other countries just in case there's some disease or something. The Swedes hate pole vaulting.
Since 2022, this team has parted ways with 3 head coaches, including Chris Koklanis. This team's GM, Kurt Miller, was criticized for 2025 deadline deals, trading away Nalissa Smith and Dejanay Carrington.
Okay, so
in 2025, number 1 overall pick Paige Beckers was taken by, for 10 points.
Did she go to LA? I was going to say LA. Oh, Dallas. Okay. I thought she went to LA. I shot my shot.
In 2015, this man put up his first of 2 straight 200 strikeout seasons and also posted an MLB best home run total for the second time. In 2019, he set a record for worst batting average and went 54 straight at-bats without a hit. For 10 points, what Orioles first...
It's Chris Davis. Yeah, that was a bad run. That's the coldest of streaks.
This quarterback won the shortest NFL postseason overtime game, which went for...
It's Tim Tebow. Because he threw that... It's like, Tim Tebow probably gets too much credit for that. He threw an okay slant to Demaryius Thomas, who ran like 80 yards to score a touchdown. Yeah, Demaryius Thomas did all of the work on that. But it was really short because it was one play. So the kickoff was a touchback, so no time went off for that. So it was really just the overtime lasted as long as it took Demaryius Thomas to run from the 80-yard, from the 20-yard line to the end zone. A sweet 20. I think a lot of people are going to get high on that, get a high score on that one. The highlight reel sports doesn't happen very often, and it accounts for more than a quarter of my points in this round of sports. But that's how it goes sometimes. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can help me out by liking this video, checking out other videos on the channel, subscribing. You can play Buzzword yourself over at neqt.com/Buzzword. That's it for week 37. 5 more to go, and we'll get to them later.